Hi, everyone. So we'll be starting in the next 5 minutes. We're on stream now, but my guest, yes, my guest, she will be joining us in a few. So we'll be going through some very thought-provoking information from her as it relates to her journey using AI. Welcome to the channel. If you have this first time joining us, this is the power of teaching, and this is Teacher Chronicles, the new dimension of a safe space that you can be able to discuss anything that you need to speak on as it relates to teaching, use of technology, and how it has empowered you in your own space, in your own time. I'm your host and founder of this channel, Power of Teaching. Sit back, relax, and you will be engaged for the next 45 minutes. Thank you. Hi. All right. So let us start. Where do we start from, though? We're gonna start from what we picked up on last week, I should say. We started last week on my journey. So let me just go back to it. And my journey started very small. Let me just put up the slides so we can be able to engage. Yes, here we are. So, as I said to you, my name is Suzette Morrison Curtis, and I am the founder of this channel, the power of teaching. You're watching actually Teacher Chronicles, which is a part of the brand, the power of teaching. And version 2 this year takes in a different state. It takes a style that I'm truly passionate about, because using AI, I have learned that there are many dimensions, there are many styles to it, there are many spheres. Why not have a podcast somewhere that you can be able to speak on how a person is using the tool in different aspects of their lives, not just in education, but in recovery. I'll tell you more about that by the end of this podcast. In the zoo, I was attending my institution's AI conference, and I was inspired to know that AI also is used in the zoo. Different aspects: productivity, creativity, entrepreneurship. So sit back, relax, and we'll go through the things together. So today is not more than just passion for purpose. It's more learning to lead in terms of how we have steadfast the use of AI. That was a part of my journey's discussion last week. If you have not yet watched it, you can go back and watch it. I'll promise I'll put the link in the chat tonight so you can be able to get through and watch it. Now, today's session, I should say, episode, speaks to this. It speaks to Cayman Connection. The Cayman Connection is a lifeline that I call a very dear one to me. It's a friend that I've communicated with in over the years. not living in Cayman, but I visited. She's from Cayman. And we have so many thoughts, so many conversations of how AI started. She started her journey just like how I started it when AI just got out, and we were just fooling around, trying to see what this whole thing is about. And now, fast forward 3 years or more, we're owning our own in terms of the craft, and she can tell you more on what she has been doing. And the theme for tonight: what happens when island wisdom meets the power of AI. So sit back, relax. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please ensure that you subscribe before you end tonight, because there are more episodes that you need to be aware of, and you'll be hearing more at the end of this session. So let me just pause for a minute, get some things done, and we will be back in a few. All right. So on the screen, I'll be putting up some info. You can play around with that as I put together the guest. I'm assuming she's still in the room. She's in the room. She's in the room. She's in the room. Ah, the room. Okay, she's in the room, people.
Yeah, 1 second, so I gotta change my background.
Okay, she's in the room, guys.
Oh, so how are you?
I'm fine. I was just telling him about what is happening with us as we were fooling around with AI so many times, when AI started, in regards to, we started our own YouTube channels. We used different apps to create the different YouTube videos to try and put them out, to get them liked by various persons. We're just fooling around to see what the outcome was.
What
So
worked?
we were, I love that one. I love that one.
Fix that for me.
I'm gonna flip it.
Flip it, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it. Hold on, let me just go back. Let me go back. Oh. What did I? Oh, I know what I did. Okay. She's not in? Oh.
Something.
All right. Hold on. All right. So I'm trying to find this out. Nope. All right. So something went wrong. Yeah, I'll flip your mirror.
Yeah, flip it.
All right, there you go.
Yes.
All right, so let me look back on adjusting it. Let me see. Put it 2-dimension.
If it could go
Yeah.
down here.
You prefer you to be on screen, or you want me to be side by side with you?
Side by side is good.
This one is side by side.
Yes, ma'am. Side by side is good.
Maximize. All right, so let's see.
The words at the top is cut off, eh?
Yeah, I don't know. Let me play around with something. But you can. All right, so you can go ahead when you're ready. I'm just gonna introduce you,
Sure.
and then we see where we take it from there. All right, so I know what I did. Yeah, this is it. This is better. All right, guys, technology is something that is a work in progress. On screen, you have Adriana. She is a dear friend of mine, all the way in Cayman Islands. and she's a member of the tourism board of Cayman Islands, self-employed, and she's been using AI for over numerous years now.
Yeah, 3 years.
3 years. Okay. She always tell me, I'm not like you, just go out there and just try things. I'm just humble doing my own spot. But I said, no, it's more than humbleness, because I've seen how she has grown with the tools. And that's the reason why I said, let me carry on my channel and speak your story. Let persons hear that AI is not just for one person, but it's for the Caribbean. So let me not speak anymore. I'll let my friend, Miss Adriana, speak for you. Go ahead, Adrian.
Okay. As you introduced, my name is Adriana. I'll just start out saying roughly 3 years ago, I wanted to do a YouTube channel, and I didn't want to show my face. I don't like to show my face. So is lucky to get me here today. So anyhow, I did my little research and I found an app called Victory AI, then ChatGPT, then there's the Canva. So with those 3 AI tools, I was able to start, playing around, learning to do little videos, because I was all into herbs and I just wanted to promote herbs, promote what I was learning all about herbs. So I started with my little videos, little 2 minutes here, get perfected at the whole, setting up of videos. And as time goes by, I improve. I find it easier as I go by for each video. Of course, if anybody go back to my YouTube page, they will actually see where videos start out being very slow in the voiceover, then pick up. The thumbnails get better and better. So over the years I've been it becomes more like a hobby. So whenever I have free times, I just focus on just making little videos, whether it's for YouTube or TikTok, and learning. Just keep trying to learn as I go along. And also, when I'm talking to Sue and she's talking all techie with me, I feel comfortable now talking to her about AI stuff, because, I've gone and I've learned, and, now I'm talking to the professional and I understand all the tech terms, and, so it's really good. And I always tell myself that, how old I'm getting, just try to, don't make the age be a barrier. I want to be on top of things. So as AI comes into play, I just want to learn and just be on top of the game, Yeah. So hopefully one day I'll be teaching people like yourself.
And you'll get there. You'll get there.
And how to use AI.
It's funny enough that you speak about teaching. What do you think, in terms of in Cayman, as you live, do you see AI being used in the educational sector there?
I know I went to a session recently where they invited parents and just anybody who wants to know about the security and the usage of AI in education. So they don't want the kids to get dependent on it. You understand?
Oh.
So if you get your assignment to be done, it is not encouraged to have the whole thing done by ChatGPT or whatever the young people use. But it's being used here.
Oh, it's been used there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you have government automating, their different systems, and workplaces, they're using them. Yeah.
All right, because in education in Jamaica, we utilize it in different spheres. I mean, because I do. And it makes life smarter. It makes life time consuming in terms of when you use it, you're not comboed with a lot of tasks that you had before. And it makes you not being overwhelmed with the technologies that are there, but you just feel
Mhm.
comfortable using it.
Yeah.
So let me ask a question though. When you heard about the statement Cayman Connection, what kind of connection did you feel like technology was being used to get that connection together? In terms of when you heard me come and say Cayman Connection, what came to mind?
Cayman Connection. Uh, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I just know that so you try to make that,
Uh-huh.
you know, um, I guess you're trying to let people know that listen, you're not confined to where you are
Mm-mm.
to learn AI. I mean, it's all over. One day wherever you are, people need to learn it. Whether we like it or not. I know people will be like, "Oh, AI is the mark of the beast," but it's just gonna be a system that we have to learn to adapt
Mm-hmm.
or get left
Mm-hmm.
out. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So small island, but we are on top of things.
Oh, I'm glad you said small island because
Hmm.
yeah, small but tolerant just like we. All
Yeah.
right. So in a nutshell, can you tell our audience how has AI empowered you as an entrepreneur?
Well, in my daily duties or work that I get, I'll have clients who will come and they want various, whether to get a letter done, um, templates, and
Yes.
in just a short time, I'm able to just put in a prompt with their information that they want, and in no time, with a few tweaks, compared to if I had to sit down and draft and tweak and
Mm-hmm.
the normal way. So it's much quicker, so I can have a client and do a letter of whatever they want to do within like 15 minutes out the door. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Because what I always tell persons is that AI is used to do various things. As my friend just told you can create ready-made templates,
Yeah.
and yeah, and you can actually use those to create letters. You can
Mhm.
also create letterheads using the images from
Exactly right.
various experiences and have that as an embedded letterhead for persons to use, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the sphere of using it as a entrepreneur is wide. I'm gonna put them out there and let you know. The other day when I spoke to Adri, we were talking about how we could use AI ChatGPT to be expert, and I told her that the image engine has been improved.
Right, right.
Said, oh, so because normally it gives good quality. I said, try it again.
Mm-hmm.
It has
Mm-hmm.
refined its colors. It's the images are more realistic. And lo and behold, the audience, Jamaicans, Caymanians, my friend went back out and she created a banner for her company there. She said, look here,
Yeah.
so I stopped paying people for the things for me, though. And then when I saw the banner, it looked beautiful. All she
Uh,
had to do now is to size it up. And she was saying that when she went to the place to print it, they had a little challenge with the size. She had to go back and change the size. And after she
my.
did that, it was
Yeah.
set. That was what I'm talking about. Using
Mm-hmm.
the tool to get you where you want to go. And it's cost effective because you don't have to pay anybody to create anything for you.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just had to pay for the installation.
yeah.
He had to change. He changed nothing. Nothing was changed. He just took it to the print shop and just printed off as it, and came and just what you call that, perforated where they would put it on the glass,
Yes,
the shop
yes.
the shop glass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Awesome. All
Yeah.
right. So, one more question. How can AI support creativity, not just productivity? So, I'm asking you that question because I know you are guys. You gotta follow her. I'm gonna put her handle on screen soon. She has some very provocative quotes on TikTok, and she has a channel on YouTube as well as just as I have. And tell me, what when you use it, what type of creativity do you get out of it?
Um, I would say, okay, so say for example, the quote behind me. You
Taking
can't see the full thing, but it basically says, if the plan doesn't work, change the plan, never
yeah.
the goal. Yeah. Yeah. So
That's one of your inspiration. And guys,
yes, right.
this
So the
wasn't generic.
motivation.
This was her thoughts, and she just gave it to the tool to make it what it
Hmm.
is on screen. You probably can't see it, but she's an island girl, so she put most things in the Caribbean context. Wow, it's intriguing.
Exactly. Yes. Yes. And
Um,
on the YouTube channel,
mhm,
with Pictory AI,
yeah,
you get to choose images from, I think, over 3,000 image stocks.
yeah,
So once the what you call a script, once you upload the script,
hmm,
then you're able to the AI automatically give you the images. So you just go through and you change out whatever images you're not comfortable with. You know,
okay,
um, yeah. So also the voiceover and the what you call it now, the running writing along.
yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
yeah. I
So
know what you mean. I know what
yes,
you mean.
yeah. So you just go in and you do your little tweak here and there, and in no time you have a nice video to just roll out.
Hmm.
Yeah. So I enjoy making
Yes.
these videos. Because I've always been a creative person, but
Hmm.
AI has made it so much easier and so much fun.
Whoa, you heard that, guys? This is the tag, and I didn't tell her to say that. Please, and the AI didn't. This is just pure experience, right?
Yes.
In the chat below, I'm asking guys in one word, how would you describe the current mood around AI among educators and professionals in your space? Because when you look at use of AI in
I think we're frozen. Hey, Sue, still here.
oh, she's back. She's back, guys. She's back.
Sorry, I thought it was you that left, not me.
No, or your connection. Oh, your connection. So,
Oh, okay.
so as I was saying, person shun on the use of it because they're saying you're not using your mind. The tool is doing their thinking for you. And I'm saying in this world that we're living in, technology is the brace of what your creativity relies
Mm-hmm.
on. It only picks out what you have inside and puts it on a canvas, right? Persons like my friend here who's entrepreneurs, they look forward using tools. The tool that she spoke to you about is called Pictory, and in I used it, but she's a boss of it because I started using it and I felt like I wasn't getting anywhere with it, so I left it. And most of her videos that she has was it's extraordinary, right? So I said, you have that under control, I have the others under control. Good. And it gives you the opportunity to put what you think on paper, and your paper is a canvas to which you're going to exhibit your talent.
Mm-hmm.
Understand? It's out there for everybody to learn, and that's what I'm
Yeah.
telling persons now, that you have to try and look at what AI can do for you.
Yeah. And
One question though, what do you
yeah.
think people what do you think people misunderstand most about AI right now? What do you think they misunderstand
Um,
about it?
yeah, I think people are worried that AI is something that is mark of the beast. Carrion people, everything is the
Yes,
mark of
yes.
the beast for once. Um, they feel it's something that's going to take their job away from them eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but at the end of the day, like I said, whether we like it or not, it's the way of the future. So we just have to adapt. You know,
See, we just have to adapt.
yeah,
We just have to adapt.
yeah. I mean,
Because, go ahead.
no,
Go ahead.
I'm just about to say that. I mean, in maybe another few years from now, you're gonna pretty much find the whole world using digital currency.
Mm-hmm.
We can't hold on to the old currency and say we're not going to use it because it's the way of the future. We have to use it. We have to adapt, accept it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because out there, in the natural sphere of things in the workforce, persons are looked upon better when they ask you, are you AI literate?
Exactly. Right. Right.
They're not asking you whatever skills you have to move
Mhm.
a desk or a chair. They're asking you the question, are you AI literate?
Yeah.
And that's the focus that persons need to understand, that it's not more than just doable things, but you have to have a purpose. You have to have
Hmm.
a choice to when you're using the tool. What would be your tool? That's the question I'm going to ask. If you were asked a question today, what tool gave you the push when you just started?
Chat GPT.
Ah, that GPT.
Chat
Okay.
GPT. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was your experience with it? No.
Well, it is Chat GPT that I'm using to create my images.
Mm-hmm.
So if you also look on my TikTok, you've actually seen where I've actually used, like for example, member of the parliament with their
Yes. Yes.
speeches. I have actually turned it into more of a cartoon, comic, type image
Mm-hmm.
to relate to the voice. You
So,
know,
all right. So my question, I was gonna ask you. So how you got the voices in? Because I guys, you gotta go over and listen to our podcast, our thing. Trust me. When you look at it, it cracks me up. It cracks me up, man. It cracks me up.
I get the voices from I use the same sound from TikTok. So say for example, if I wanted to use something from PNP, or maybe somebody else used the sound already, so I will
Mhm.
just save the sound and just use the same sound. I try not to cut the sound because I don't want to hear that
Yes.
I cut and I paste. I take it just as it is. I don't cut it. I don't
Mhm.
cut. Yeah. So
Guys, it cracked me up when I saw it, man. I was saying, what? It made me laugh.
yeah. So
It made me laugh, man, because you're using it in a more humorous way.
humor, yes, for
Yes, man, you're
sure.
using it in a more humorous way, and persons may think that it's just work, 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 work. You use it for.
No.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you a question. If you could tell somebody one tool that they can be able to use to make them more productive tomorrow, what would it be?
Okay, based on the type of work that I do,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to like once again say Chat GPT because I'm more administrative.
Ah.
Right. So the other complicated tools I don't use right now. I don't need what you call that. Um the more complicated
Yes.
ones. Yeah. Even though I have actually gone and learned about other tools,
Yeah, she has.
but ChatGPT it's just simple for what I do right now. You know, so like I said, writing letters, creating templates. It's doing
Yeah.
all the image for me. Because what I'll actually do if I create an image, I will still drop it over to
Mm-hmm.
Canva
Mm.
to get
Ah.
to get it aligned with either a thumbnail
Mm-hmm.
or what else? Yeah, thumbnail mostly.
Yeah.
So they all work together. So you have your chat GPT to create the script.
Yes.
Then you have the Canva to create your thumbnail. You have Pictory
Ah,
AI and TikTok video. Basically, you create TikTok videos right there, or you can go over to CapCut. You know,
guys, you're hearing her speaking. You're hearing her speaking the techno language. Yes, man. I worked on her. I worked on her.
and,
I
and,
worked on
and
her.
so one thing I will also want to say is for people who think that these things are going to cost you a bag of money to start learning, because
Mm-hmm.
most of these apps have a free. You start off free. I mean,
Yes.
you're limited to what you can do with a free version of it, but you can do the basic to start learning. You know.
See, because when you think about using AI, persons think about, oh, I gotta subscribe to so many things. Start out with your small idea using one or two apps. Build
Yeah.
on the knowledge that one app gives you, and
Hmm.
expand your knowledge, updates that are out there. Mind you, if there are certain times when you're gonna be limited. All right,
Yes.
no,
Yes.
everybody is giving you at least 5 chances, and after that, that's it for you for the day. So I always tell persons, when you're going to one of these, if you have not yet paid for it yet, think about what it is that you want first. Have an idea, and when you're writing the prompt, write it purposefully, so you don't have to go back to it 4 or 5 times. And that's counted as poking.
So sorry, 1 second. Can you
Yeah.
can you pause me a minute? I'm just going to run to plug in the laptop.
Oh, it's all right. So I'm gonna either from you for a minute.
1 minute.
All
Yes.
right. Yes, guys. So as I was saying, the you don't have to spend a lot of money. And she was doing that outside in the back of her yard. That's why she's gonna run in now. It's more of you knowing what you want and then taking that knowledge and carrying it to the tool, right? So therefore, don't think of it as gonna break your pocket, but more think of it that it's gonna make you more, what you call it now, marketable along the lines. Feel free to put in the comments down below, what does digital confidence looks like for an educator or trainer or professional in the 2026 era? Feel free to put your comments there. And I've already shared some others that I feel like you need to relook at, like this one. In one word. Oh, she's back. All right, she's back. I'm gonna put her back on. All right, AG, you're back on.
I'm here.
Yeah. So you're back. You're back up. All right. So we're going through some stuff. Now, some of the questions I asked was more definite too.
Sorry, why am I jumping like that?
All right, because of your computer. So I would say kill their background.
No, okay. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
1 second for me.
All right. So as she does that, we have to look at how we transform from being an entrepreneur, being a teacher, and being more tech oriented. Right? Not everybody uses AI as how we use it, but we start from building blocks and you grow up to what it is that you're in before now. And AI has been supporting creativity and productivity. It has. Even content creators know more may seem the more merrier they are, because now you can use the tool to do various things, right? So don't feel like whatever space you're in, it does not give you the opportunity to shine. It does. Yes. Yes. See you stop showing there now.
Yeah. Let me a little bit too much sun.
Yeah, because it's giving a blur background here. So
Oh, okay.
turn it from the sun. Yeah. She's trying to get herself sorted out, guys. So as we wrap up, because it's now 4:40,
Mm-hmm.
um, there are three questions that are left for me to ask the questions to you, and I'm gonna just go for one of it. Is what is one practical takeaway you'd want viewers to leave with after this conversation?
I would say no matter what your age is, because I encounter a lot of people who feels that because they're, you know, over 40, oh,
Yes.
that is not my thing. That is for young people,
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, it don't matter your age at this point because the AI is the future and we need to start to learn whether you're young, you're old, to use it, you know.
Yeah.
Also people are concerned in regards to um, AI taking over their work.
Replacing them. Yeah.
Replacing. But I'm going to say um, we need to focus on reskilling ourselves, So say for example, I know a lot of people might be like in Jamaica, you have a lot of call centers, right?
Yes, we do.
And it may be a case where a lot of those call centers won't be needed because AI will be taking over all of those questions and, that people call to inquire about for call centers or whatever they do,
Mm-hmm.
So I even have a cousin who is in call center and I'm like, hey, listen, start to reskill,
Yes.
learn other things because even if you feel AI is going to take the job eventually, but you want to, upskill yourself to be able to use the AI because they're still going to need people to do certain things with the AI.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. You heard it from her, guys. You heard it from her. We have to talk. We have to think about upskilling. We have to think about getting ourselves more marketable using the tool.
Right.
We gotta think it's not here to take our life work away. It's better here to make things more manageable for us if we use it in the right way. And I tell persons every day that for me, I've used AI so many times, and it's not that I'm reliant on it. Creativity is a part of me, and it gives me confidence in to know that when I'm doing something, I know that it's a product of excellence. Right?
Yes.
So you can be able to have that in your mindset that when you use a tool, it gives you that confidence of creativity and excellence.
Exactly.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
The second one would be what, in terms of what message would you give someone watching now who is still afraid to start using AI?
Just start. Just stop the procrastinating and just start.
And it comes back to something that I'm laughing right now. You may know she and I know why we're laughing. She and I know why we're laughing. But guys, I'm gonna carry it in a little bit. She's working on a video which she's so many times she started it.
Mm-hmm.
And she said,
that video is out. Procrastination.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
And the video is out. So I'm imploring guys to visit her channel, like some of the videos, go on her TikTok, follow her on her TikTok journey because she is one of those phenomenal persons out there. And I'm going to give you something now. Brace for it. Complete the sentence. The future belongs to those who use AI to
create.
Guys, with that, we are wrapping up our segment. I'm going to share her credentials now on screen, and you can follow her on her social medias now because she's there. She's a part of the space, and I want you to show her some love. All right, so I'm gonna go to her space right now. That's her on channel.
Okay.
All right, so this was what we were doing now, but I'm just deterring right back to this one. So this is her. So I'm gonna leave it on channel for a while, so persons can be able to see it. So at K Girl for the TikTok users,
Right.
and then at Vitality Trends 345 for the YouTube person. So they're both. She has two channels just like me. I may have more, but just to do things differently. But when we started out this journey, guys, we tried to do things more, and we never even got time to even talk to each other because at nights like 12 o'clock, we're up trying to put out that video, trying to put out those things and making sure that everybody has a snap of what we are about. And now, fast forward to this year. But look at us now. Look at us now. We're on carrying our own space, and I must say I'm proud of my friend. She has weighed the roads of life, and she's still doing what she's doing in Cayman, and she's a product of Cayman that persons may not know that she's also a notary republic. She can speak more on that. So justice is a part of her, so she's not going to be using anybody's personal information, but she is more of a trendsetter because she wants to make sure that she uses technology to empower herself. Yes. So, guys, as we wrap up, no, I'm sitting back for this one. Know why? I'm sitting back for this one. I gotta put it in. I gotta sit back for this one because this one. Yes. Before I go to it, yes.
Okay. So as a teacher in AI, what excites you about the future?
Go again. I didn't hear you.
What excites you about the future as an AI teacher?
All right. What excites me? My God, there's so many things, and let me stop sharing, and then so persons can see my face when I make this suggestion. There's so many things. The growth of what AI can do in the classroom. You can now take a look at the future where it links to avatars. Teaching our students the complex things that we, the teachers, may not be able to carry across. All right? Also, technology carrying us to a space where we are no longer worried about how students will be able to view information in a different light. Let me explain this. There are certain apps out there that can be able to help students who have what you call it? I'm looking for the word learning disabilities. And with the aid of technology, not just AI only, but technology in space, it gives them more of an opportunity to appreciate. And I'm seeing where technology is carrying the educational space to an environment where it will aid in the development of our teaching and learning experience to the point where persons will be more adaptable, manageable, and aiming for better things in their classroom. So that's what I'm looking for. More technology-driven applications that are tailored to our students in our own context, because the Caribbean is a world by itself. And when we're using AI as educators, as teachers, we have to make sure that we put it in the context to where our classroom is. So it does not let our students lose focus on what is the ground root and the grassroots, using the tool to make my learning better.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Let me see if I had any questions for you, any more for you.
Yeah, because I never knew that was coming, but hey, that's good. And all those questions you heard, guys, ChatGPT asked me to ask her. Yes, I use the tool. And it gave me a lot, and I was saying, no, I'm gonna just play around with some of them.
Okay. So, like I was saying earlier, there was like friends. When you try to explain about the AI, they're like, "Oh, I'm too old to learn." So, what advice? I think I have 1 second. What advice would you give to someone over 40 learning AI or want to learn AI?
All right, I'm gonna be very frank with you. I'm gonna use what I used to you. Start small. Use things that can be able to relate to who you are as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
Don't overpower yourself with too many apps, too many processes, too many things that are not related to what you want to do. Have a vision, and then use that vision to let the tool bring out you who you are. Start small, meaning you can sign up for a class tomorrow morning and just try and explore, experiment to see where it carries you. As my as Adria said, you're not too old to learn.
Mm-hmm.
My teaching days, in terms of who I am in a classroom, I've taught persons ages 70 and over, seniors, persons who have thought that they could not go into a classroom to learn technology. Even now, at my church, we have a what you call a computer literacy, computer technology and digital literacy program, which
Mm-hmm.
I spearhead along with my other colleagues at the church. And these are persons who are not tech savvy, never used it before. Some used it, but still didn't have the confidence. And they're starting from where they are, grassroots, and you'll be alarmed to see what
Exactly.
they've been using it. I have a student in my class that is using AI to rewrite her resume, and she was so taken aback to see what it could do for her. So, guys, as you are get older, don't feel like because you get older you're put aside. AI is there for you. You can
As
take whatever tool that you feel comfortable using, put your thought to what it is that you want, and start using it. You can create your own little sidekick or side hustle out of it, and still go move forward with it.
exactly right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So age is not a barrier as it relates to AI. I can tell you that.
Mm-hmm. As you mentioned resume, I mean, I just just 2 days ago, I thought, I still need to update my resume, and I actually took my old resume, upload it,
Yes.
and just ask it to refine and, you know, modernize it for
Yes.
me. And I
Yes.
mean, I was really surprised,
See,
yeah,
when I
because
did it in the classroom with the guys, they said, "Miss, I never knew it could do this." I said, "Yes, it can. It can show you the gaps to which you have and reformat it in the way that persons are looking for, and
yes,
reposition it, remarket it for the actual industry that is out there." So
yeah,
you saying being you're old and dusty and say I'm not touching AI because it doesn't make sense. I'm saying AI doesn't have an age barrier. It
exactly,
doesn't. It
right,
doesn't.
awesome.
Awesome. So I'm gonna go back to sharing my screen because I want to show you what's next for us in the sphere of Teacher Chronicles. Let me go back here. All right, guys. Hope you can see it.
Teacher Chronicles.
Yeah. Hope you can see it because this is our next episode. So the next episode is innovation of AI and technology, breaking frontiers. Guys, don't miss out this one because I have been playing around with some apps as well. And I came out of a conference at my institution just this week that showcased me the different side of using AI. I'll be discussing some of those tactics that I've learned. And I also attended a digital seminar, and I wanted to introduce what digital transformation looks like in the classroom as it relates to K-12. From your mere grade 1 to grade 6 using information that I got from Macmillan's Publishing. So I will not show you their stuff. They did not promote this session, I must tell you, but they are one of my newfound not partners but friends in technology. And I told them that whenever I'm going to be doing my next podcast, I will be mentioning their information on screen. The session will be more tech savvy in regards to what AI is doing for breaking frontiers, newer innovations that are out there that persons are not aware of. So stick and stay tuned to the channel. Don't be afraid to subscribe. Don't be afraid to leave a comment below, and let us hear what you want to know and be broadcast on this next journey as we look into how Teacher Chronicles can carry that information to you. So it was my pleasure having my friend on screen, Adriana.
Thank you for having me, and I just want to
friend. It was my yes. It was
close out just to say that AI isn't just for programmers and techie people like Sue, it is for everyday persons. You can go ahead and learn it and create opportunities,
Okay.
Yeah.
See, it's there for everybody
Yes.
Everybody to learn. So, and that's one of the things that I like about the next session, because there's a particular presentation that I did that was done at our conference that is so riveting. It's still fresh in my mind. If he's listening to this, hi Ted St. John. He's from AI Whole. Presented the information through them, and I must say it's a different side of AI usage. And I just applaud him to seeing that he could put himself out and be able to give that information out to the public. Guys, thank you for staying with me. Follow me on all socials, and also subscribe to the channel Power of Teaching, where we put things in perspective as it relates to education using digital transformation, not just AI, but all things technology. So this was your host for today. My name is Suzette Morrison, and I will be back with you next week with our next chapter, innovation of technology, breaking